So I've talked to a couple of friends, a friend of mine in London and a couple folks here. And one thing that I find very interesting is they said they have never eaten so much cereal in their entire life since they started listening to the podcast.
Well, to be honest with you, before we started the podcast, I was only eating cereal, I was getting a box once every couple of weeks. And now I have 3 boxes of cereal in my house at all times. I feel like I just got to keep up with my reputation.
That's right. I mean, we always had about 3 in the house, and now we have 5.
That's so much cereal.
My wife's eating cereal every day, too.
We are single-handedly, the cereal market was tanking. We are single-handedly bringing it back from the brink.
They're going to look at the synergized backward overflow for 2016, and they're going to be like, man, we have a slight blip in Q2, Q3. I wonder what was going on. So I was really excited about the fact that we have proven the ROI of this show.
Yeah.
It's costing nothing, and the cereal people are getting something in return.
Yeah. So cereal people, where are your screeners at? I'm just saying.
Hook it up.
Where are our screeners at?
Where are my screeners at?
Where are my screeners?
Exactly.
It's the only thing that we wanted from this podcast was to get some screeners.
Yeah, we set a very low bar for ourselves, and we are still not there.
We're still not there yet. 20 episodes in, we're still not there yet.
So we figured since we weren't there yet, we would just kind of phone it in today.
Well, phoning it in. So before we get into that, do you want to do an intro? Should we intro and have the theme song and everything?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah. So this is Nick.
And this is Paul.
And this is Sort of Cereal.
Sort of Cereal. So what we wanted to do today is, look, we are comedic geniuses.
There's no denying.
And
nobody's denying that we're comedic geniuses.
And we simply cannot contain the amount of A+ content that is provided at each recording session. And Nick has the very unfortunate job of editing and cutting out for time and topic and things like that. I mean, if you can imagine the pain that the editor went through for The Godfather Part 2, this is what Nick suffers with weekly.
I mean, it's like, which one of my babies do I have to drown in order to save the others?
It's a Cheerios choice.
And it's brilliant jokes like that I have to make a hard decision about every time I edit.
So what we've done for today is we actually isolated a number of clips that are new to you guys that have never been aired, but they are good enough that we have to get them out into the ether for the world to listen to. There are a few that are completely non-serial related whatsoever,
which is why they had to go. But
but a lot of them still are serial related, and they simply had to be reduced for time. So what we're gonna do is they're kind of just gonna flow back to back, and you will, most of the time you'll probably you'll guess what episode it's from based off of the serial at hand, or by the audio quality as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a gradual tick up in quality as we go further along.
Nick, did you want to sort of talk about the clips we're going to go over today? Are there any specifically that you really enjoyed, or that you were like, man, this is a gem, and then we're excited that we're putting it out there?
One, I particularly like us discussing what would happen to me if I ever ate Taco Bell again.
Well, years of clean living, I don't think your body could take the shock of such high, intense flavor.
Yeah, there's or that my body will be able to process such non-food.
I'm really excited about the Fruity Pebbles of my life, the Honeycomb episode, where we talk about one of my favorite all-time characters, Andre the Giant.
Excellent, yeah.
And how we rip on awfulness that is the Honeycomb theme song. Because it is terrible.
It's really bad. Yeah, it's
bad.
God-awful.
Then the other thing, there's a couple on here that I really enjoy because it really portrays to the audience, especially people who haven't met me before, that I really am a 75-year-old man inside of a 35-year-old person, because there's a topic here where we talk about playing marbles. And there's another clip here where we talk about Shufflepuck. And I know way too much about Shufflepuck. It's like I grew up in a bar in rural Indiana.
Basically, Paul's looking forward to, like, in 2 years, just taking cruises, like just retiring and taking cruises for the rest of his life.
That's right. If I'm during the winter season, I'm going to be on a Carnival cruise. And during the summer season, I'm going to be driving my Winnebago cross country. Want to hit all the national parks, just like when I was a young boy. My dream was to visit all the national parks, and by golly, I'm going to get it done.
It's going to be him and a bunch of his friends sitting around a campfire talking about their hip replacements, and Paul's like, "Man, I can't wait to get my hip replaced in 20 years."
Oh yeah, all my old war buddies. And by war, I mean the card game, of course.
Yeah, right. This is how we're celebrating the end of season 1, guys, with all the clips that we couldn't fit in. Enjoy, and thank you guys for listening.
And then now they have the talking mini-weeds. Like they're, like you said, preparing the kids for school.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think one of the voices of the main bite-sized mini-wheat is that guy who plays the Santa in Home Alone. He's got that real scratchy voice. You know who I'm talking about, right?
No. What?
Okay. So this guy's name is Hudson Campbell. He's a comedian.
Uh-huh.
All right. He's like kind of a bigger guy. He plays the Santa in Home Alone.
Oh,
he's like, don't spoil your dinner.
Yeah.
And he's like got the beard down. And that guy was also in Seinfeld. He was married to Susan's cousin, and they fight over the name Seven.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
George is like,
what happened to soda? I thought we all agreed on soda.
No, we don't care for soda.
You don't care for soda?
No, we don't like soda at all.
that actor. I love his voice. He kind of sounds like Bill Murray's brother. Do you do a good impression of Bill Murray's brother?
I do not.
Oh, that's too bad.
I don't know. I don't think I know who Billy Murray's brother, what he sounds like.
But you know who he is, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, my God, you are killing me. Okay, so Christmas Vacation.
Uh-huh.
The Boss. You know that actor?
No, that's Bill Murray's brother, though, I would imagine.
That's Bill Murray's brother. He's the one who's like...
Bonus? How did you get a bonus? I cut out bonuses this year.
No? He's Noah Vanderhoff from Wayne's World.
Oh, okay. No, I've never
That
seen
guy.
Wayne's World.
Oh! All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you later. I'm taking my headphones
This is where
off.
Paul leaves.
It's done. This whole story went nowhere because of you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All this research I did. I spent more time looking up these two actors than I did any of the other work. I feel like that's as old man as I'm ever going to get, as I've just referenced Shufflepuck.
What is Shufflepuck? Is that shuffleboard?
It's like the one in a bar, though.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Like where you play it standing up on a little board with the sawdust.
Yeah, I didn't know that had a name. I thought it was just all shuffleboard. Like I thought that was like Frosted Mini Shuffleboard or something.
Well, I could be very wrong.
I mean, you might be, I don't know. Is there sawdust there to keep the puck from like banging against the side? Is that what that's for?
No, so it's got like the wood parquet like shuffleboard deck,
Right.
and then it has like the gutter around it.
Yeah.
And you put the sawdust, I think, for resistance.
Is it in the gutter or is it on top of the board?
It's on the board.
Oh, interesting.
So you like put it down to maybe scuff up the surface or rough it up a little bit.
So the puck doesn't slide just like haphazardly toward the end of the board?
I guess so. I use the sawdust the way I use chalk in pool.
Okay. All right.
Because it's like it looks like that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, so do you administer it? Like it's not. I guess you would have to administer it yourself before you do the.
Yeah, so you sort of put it all over the board, and I mean, again, it's something that looks cool. It's like It feels like you're putting Parmesan cheese on a big thing of spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that somebody else like there's some kind of Shufflepuck referee that would do it for you, like somebody that's been appointed referee of your bar games. I'm not sure what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, I'm at a bar. I have to give him my license so I can get the pucks, but there's a guy in a tuxedo who's going to sawdust the playing field for me. Perfect logic. It totally makes sense.
And he also brings you the wings. He also brings you the wings and the nachos.
That's right. You don't trust me not to steal these pucks, in which I can't use in my own home, but you've hired a man to help me with my sawdust. I want to get in that head of yours, man. It's a wild ride.
It's a wet wild ride.
So it's also big in the UK. Shredded wheat.
Oh, I thought you meant Shufflepuck. Okay.
I'm sure it is. No, darts. They love darts.
They love darts, yeah.
180.
And they have a man that's over there that sprinkles sawdust on the dartboard every time that they...
So I've got interns at my office, which is like the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
And they're really funny. And they, two of them are from Hong Kong, and one of them is from Texas. So they're all from foreign countries. Right. And we were talking about something this morning, and they were talking about, they saw the Tiny Toast. And they were like, oh, it's so cool. I was like, have you guys tried it? They're like, no, and I love cereal. And I'm like, are you being serious? They're like, yeah, I love cereal. And I was like, I went and sat down. I calmed myself down. She went into they have like this little room that they work in. And I was like, okay, for realsies, I do a cereal podcast with my friend Nick. And they looked at it. They were blown away. They thought it was the coolest thing. So they started talking about different cereals. Mm-hmm. And the girl from Texas, they were talking about something. And I stepped out and I came back. And they were like, yeah, Cookie Crisp. And I'm like, hold on. Excuse me? Did you guys say you like Cookie Crisp?
Oh, no.
And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, excuse me, Cookie Crisp is a terrible cereal. And they're like, what? You're crazy, blah. I'm like, no, because it just turns itself into mush. Uh-huh. And it's terrible. And the girl from Texas goes, well, I've come up with a better version of Cookie Crisp. And I'm like, okay, let me hear it. And she goes, so what I do instead is I actually just buy those miniature chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
And I put them in a bowl and I pour milk on them. And I was like, this girl gets it, man. And I went into my whole thing. I'm like, that's what people are expecting. They're expecting Chips Ahoy Mini, not this other thing. I was I've never been prouder of the America's youth.
Yes.
Oh, man. We got to try that one day. Maybe when we do the Cookie Crisp episode, mm-hmm. I'll do a bowl of mini Chips Ahoy with milk on it and do a side-by-side.
Cookie Crisp is doomed because it's terrible. It's like, it's like 1961 Muhammad Ali fighting like elementary school me. That's
I was
what
gonna
it's
say,
like.
Any Nick, really.
Yeah. But I'm trying to go younger, like the elementary school Nick with his rat tail and his Chester Cheetah t-shirt. Like that guy.
Man. Chester Cheetah t-shirt?
Oh, when I it's actually a sweatshirt, I guess. When I was in elementary school, I had like this Chester Cheetah sweatshirt. It said something like, hey, stay in school or something like that on the front. It said like too cool for school. That's what it was. It was Chester Cheetah
opposite of stay in school.
Right. That's what it was. It was Chester Cheetah standing in front of like a school, and he was just like, he's not inside, so he must have been too cool to get in there. So he was too cool for school. And I used to wear this blue Chester Cheetah sweatshirt with my spiked hair and my rat tail. That's what 7-year-old Nick looks like. 7 or 8-year-old Nick.
And then Muhammad Ali just being like, pow, and you like go off your feet.
Right. Like he would uppercut me like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. just into the air.
And then you'd fall into your pit of shredded wheat spikes.
I used to eat s'mores Pop-Tarts a lot.
Yeah, those are legit, man.
They are, but they're almost like I can't eat too many of them. I can't eat too many. Like I can't have s'mores Pop-Tarts every day for a week. I can only have s'mores Pop-Tarts one day, it was a bad Wednesday or something like that, and I was on my way to school, and I knew that Wednesday was coming. Pop quizzes, all those kinds of things happening. That's when I reached for the s'mores. Other than that, I was a brown sugar cinnamon guy.
How do they sell anything but brown sugar cinnamon right now with Pop-Tarts?
I don't know. Like, it's the best. Like, everything else is... Have you tried, like, a fruit-flavored Pop-Tart recently?
I remember I had the unfrosted strawberry recently.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's like when you have an option in life between icing or no icing, what kind of sicko picks no icing?
Sure.
It's like you have you have an option that's better all the time now. Why would you go back?
Well, that's the thing about Pop-Tarts. They trick you with that false promise. Because you eat the unfrosted strawberry and you're like, you know what, this could use some frosting or icing or something like that. But then you eat the frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts and it's like biting into a brick of sugar that's got like fake strawberry inside. It's like my teeth hurt just thinking about the sprinkles on top of the frosted strawberry Pop-Tart. I can't eat a frosted Pop-Tart anymore. I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much.
I still like them. I only really get them when they have an intriguing seasonal flavor.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like they had a pumpkin pie one.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was like the cook it at home yourself version of the McDonald's hot pumpkin pie.
Oh wow.
Have you ever had a McDonald's hot pumpkin pie?
God, no. No, I have not.
I'm weeping.
Well, let's, real quick before we get back to s'mores, let's think of Mount Rushmore of breakfast items. Like, I feel like that the Pop-Tarts representative on the Mount Rushmore of breakfast items is brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no better flavor. There's no better flavor in balance. There's no better flavor in, I mean, you're always going to get a good like sweetness ratio, to whatever flour ratio, because you know it's a little floury, those Pop-Tarts. So yeah, you get a good sweet ratio. If you were trying to introduce somebody to Pop-Tarts for the first time, it's brown sugar cinnamon. You start with that.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Here's how I eat my brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart.
Hit me.
I eat the edge off all the way around.
You're not the only person I know that does that. That's crazy.
Because you get the hard, crusty, unfrosted bits down first.
Uh-huh.
And then it's just like a center mass of delicious soft. Oh, it's the best way to eat it. It's like the opposite way I eat pie or cake, you know?
Right. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts are also the only Pop-Tarts that I actually toast. Like, just because, like, every other ones I'll eat. I mean, even brown sugar cinnamon ones I'll eat straight out of the box. But like, sometimes if I get my hands on a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart and I've got time, I'll toast that bad boy.
Ooh.
I'll heat that up.
I never eat them straight out of the box.
Never.
It feels like a waste of Pop-Tart.
Oh, see, yeah, I just need the Pop-Tart inside of me. That's
no, because I'm eating this right now, and I know it could be better.
Mm-hmm.
And like these wackos who microwave them.
Oh, get out of town!
I mean,
it's toaster or GTFO, man.
I mean, seriously, there's a country in which you could do that shenanigans. Okay, it's not America.
There are plenty of countries. There's like 197 other countries that you could do that in.
Yeah, you can take those things and microwave them till you're blue in the face.
Yeah.
Not in Paul Tilbian's America.
Absolutely not. Definitely not in Paul Tilbian's America.
Where do you stand on toaster strudel versus Pop-Tarts?
Oh God, I feel like toaster strudel is an overpriced decadence. That's what I feel.
I love it, but it's like we're not even aware of the line between breakfast and dessert.
Right. It doesn't even matter to us. Toaster strudel to me is one. It's too many steps to create breakfast. Just too many layers, and because you have to frost it yourself. Pop-Tarts is frosting it for you, and it's it's got that scary kid that promotes it sometimes.
Takes up precious freezer space.
Yeah, and your freezer space is so precious.
Oh my gosh! Do you know you know there are certain things in your life that you've hit in age in which there's no looking back. I really want a deep freeze, like a freezer.
Right. Like one that you can fit like a deer inside.
It could be upright or like the ice chest kind. I just want a separate thing that is just for frozen stuff. Like that would be so amazing. Do you know how much like Tombstone pizza and like mac and cheese you could have? It's like, man, I wish we had a pizza. No problem. I got 28 in my deep freeze over here.
Whoa! It's right next to my Omaha Steaks.
Yeah. Paul is so Omaha Steaks. Paul is the coolest. The guy always has pizza. Is it good pizza? Nobody has pizza. Yeah.
Besides, like, how? I mean, I know that you bounce a ball and you try to scoop up the jacks. That's the premise, right?
Yeah. So you like throw the jacks out, and then you bounce the ball and you try to grab as many jacks as you can. And you have to catch the ball.
Oh, you have to catch the ball too.
I believe so. So you would sort of like Pog style, like slam it, grab some jacks and catch the ball. So if you slammed it too hard, the ball would like kind of get away from you. And then if the ball hit the ground, I think you'd have to like put the jacks down or something.
Oh, okay. All right. That gives a little bit of difficulty there, because otherwise I'd just be like, bounce the ball, scoop them all into my lap, and then like...
Yeah. I want to say I read a book as a kid that was an old book. It was like... Oh boy. Henry Huggins?
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing? That's Henry Huggins, right?
Yeah.
I think he played jacks.
Okay.
I think that's like the only way I understood it. And there's like 1Z, 2Z. So like if you could get 2 every time.
Right.
My dad liked marbles. That's how old my dad is. Sorry, Dad. Like he played marbles with like the circle, and you would have like a shooter marble.
My only connection with marbles is the episode of DuckTales where Webigail plays with that pearl that's like a cursed pearl or something like that, and ends up losing it, and that's like the whole episode is like them trying to find this cursed pearl that Webigail lost. That
eventually Davy Jones gets it and turns it into a boat.
You're right. Exactly. Yeah. That's the lost episode. Is the eventual Disney crossover of Pirates of the Caribbean and DuckTales.
People don't actually know about Pirates of the Caribbean and DuckTales, but there's a close connection.
Marble? Marble? Marble!
Who has even considered buying Banana Nut Crunch?
Especially in the 2000s, that's a cereal that died with millennials. That's a cereal that died in Y2K. Everybody thought the computers were dying. Banana Nut Crunch actually is the one that died.
That's like Nut and Honey Crunch.
Oh my God, Nut and Honey Crunch! But they had the best commercials.
Oh, those were great because you could do them all the time and drive everyone crazy,
out of their minds. I feel like people only bought Nut and Honey purely for the jokes. Purely for the pun.
Yeah, because the ad, that's like proof that advertising can sell something. Nut and Honey.
Nut and Honey.
What was Nut and Honey Crunch? Was it just flakes and granola pieces?
It seems like that Nut and Honey was kind of like what Honey Bunches of O's would have been, but it's like even the stuff that fell through the conveyor belts of the Honey Bunches of O's, because we were talking about how Honey Bunches of O's is not a thing.
No, it sounds amazing though. Honey Graham O's.
No, I'm talking about
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats. So we talked about how Honey Bunches of Oats is just like the cracklings that fall through all the conveyor belts of all the other cereals. Well, I feel like that Nut and Honey was just like the stuff that fell through the Honey Bunches of Oats conveyor belts. And
exactly.
It was like mole people trash essentially. That's what Nut and Honey was.
Even the mole people were like, can we just have Apple Jacks? You know what I realized? I have to start shopping I shop at a lot of the same grocery stores. I really need to get out there because I was at Kroger getting something. And I was like, I'm just going to take a walk down their cereal aisle. And they had stuff I had never seen before.
What?
And I was like, I got to get out of my Publix and Super Target Bubble and Walmart. I guess my Bubble's not that small, but I sort of have like the same stores I frequent. And I'm like, ooh, Kroger, they've got Shrek cereal? I didn't know Shrek had a cereal.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of cool that there's all this stuff out there. There's some really cool, like maybe I don't even know about.
That's how I felt when I started going to Target for cereal, because usually I just went to Ralph's or something. Once I started going to Target for cereal, I saw all kinds of varieties of things that I'd never seen before. Paul, you and I have been in the cereal game for a while now. Mm-hmm. And, we've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of trends, a lot of things. But I just like the fact that every once in a while we still get surprised.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. I had no idea that Shrek had his own cereal, because who cares about Shrek still? Like it's so not topical.
It's really not.
It's not.
Yeah. Who's still buying Shrek cereal?
Yeah, somebody.
Enough people that it's still out. Mm-hmm. Who makes Shrek cereal? Is that Kellogg's brand?
I want to say it's General Mills, but I really can't remember.
Because I know Kellogg's does all those Disney cereals, right?
Yeah, Kellogg's has the Disney one, so I would assume General Mills has the DreamWorks one.
It's probably Post trying to get on Kellogg's coattails. Mm-hmm. Trying to be like, they got a deal. We got a new deal. Who we gonna get? Who we gonna get? Shrek. We got Shrek. We got Shrek. And that was like 15 years ago.
And then the new kid there who's like 24, he's like, Shrek came out like 15 years ago, right? Like, you're fired, Mike.
You're fired, Mike. This guy, we got Shrek and he doesn't appreciate it. Get out of here. What's your name? Stephen Kellogg? Get out of here.
Go work for your dad, kid. I actually feel like Post would be sitting back and they laugh at all the licensing. Because they're like,
that's right. Yeah,
because they're like, the fee on our licensing was paid off in 1989, and now it's making money.
Right. Yeah. Even though nobody's seen a Flintstones episode in like 20 years, we're still raking it in, guys, with our terrible cereal. Come eat our garbage cereal. It's sponsored by Flintstones. That's the thing, is Vanilla Ice came out of the a hip hop scene, and then as soon as he got popular, the hip hop scene kind of like attacked him, because he was that pretty boy. He was really not doing anything for the actual hip hop. And Sugar Ray's the same way. Sugar Ray came out of the rock scene, the late 90s or mid 90s or late 90s aggro rock scene with
weren't they like kind of hard? They had like a Papa Roach sound, right?
They're like Korn, they're like Deftones, they're like Cold, they're like all these bands. They had like a crazy like rock sound. You would if you heard their song off the Escape from LA soundtrack. We're dipping back into my high school days now.
I know. I feel like you're like, this is what I know.
I know.
This, Pretty Little Liars, Supergirl, cereal.
That's it. Those are all the things I know. I know the history of Sugar Ray and Pretty Little Liars. Just only ask me about those things, guys. And then they got popular. They had that Fly song, and then after that, it was just a bunch of pop hits after that, and and then the rock scene just ate them up, just ate them alive. They were they lost all legitimacy, and I think that there's more connection between Mark McGrath and Vanilla Ice than you think.
Wow, you just blew my mind.
You were the one that made the connection first. I was just helping you out. I'm just helping you there.
I was watching some old Honeycomb commercials.
Okay.
And they had the Honeycomb Hideout.
Oh, yeah.
It was like this rickety looking clubhouse.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid living in Central Mass, my friend across the street named Chris, he had this really cool little like shack clubhouse that his stepdad made. And it reminds me of the Honeycomb Hideout now that I see it.
Wow.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, sure.
So the premise of these commercials is that someone would show up, they're hungry for big taste, and the cereal would win them over because it's so big and it's got a big taste.
Uh-huh.
Are you aware of some of the characters that show up at the Honeycomb Hideout?
Oh, lay them on me.
Now, mind you, it's the 70s. Uh-huh. This big like biker guy that looks like the biker from Raising Arizona.
The Honeycomb Hideout.
Big bad Mo, the motorcycle maniac!
A very tall roller derby woman.
Okay.
Who I think I must have maybe was somewhat of a celebrity at the time.
Uh-huh.
I'm Big Betty the Blonde Bomber, and I want a big cereal.
They did an animated cartoon where the animated Hulk was looking for some honeycomb. But the best one is Andre the Giant.
Oh, nice.
Hungry for a big honey taste.
That's a good get.
Oh, yeah, and he's wearing... I feel for Andre the Giant a little bit, because I've only seen him in 2 different types of outfits. One is the single strap unitard.
Yeah.
The other one is the giant costume from Princess Bride.
Sure, yeah. You never see him just like, lounging around in like jeans and kicks.
Never. He's always wearing a big shirt that threads at the chest with a belt. And the other thing that I hate about this cereal is the song.
The song.
Honeycomb's big, yeah. It's not small, no.
It's like the honeycomb's big. Yeah. It tastes good. Yeah. We made this up now. Yeah.
What kind of lyric is that?
I mean, that to me, the lyrics, the tune, everything about that song is like when you're in 5th grade and you have to stand up in front of the class and they're like, all right, what's your original song to talk about long division? And you're like, math is hard. Yeah. It's not easy. No. I mean, that's the caliber of music we're talking about here.
Or like when you were, when you were in elementary school and you were trying to rap like the rappers in the 80s, and you're like, my name's Nick Campbell and I'm here to say I like this playground in a crazy way. Like,
yeah, it's like just total. That is the worst cop-out rap ever. That's the quality of the Honeycomb song. It's an affront to the word music.
It's bad news.
I'd rather listen to Macklemore.
Oof. That's rough.
I like that thrift shop song.
Oh boy. So, and it doesn't. The thing is about the Honeycomb, like advertising, it doesn't get much better throughout the ages because, like, now we have the craver, the crazy craving.
They're a menace.
they're a menace.
We could run on a cereal platform, and I think we would be cereal contenders.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So who are you president and I'm vice president?
I mean, if that's the way you want to roll, I mean, we could be the very first co-presidents.
Well, so how do we want to do it? Do we want to do like an Obama-Biden thing where Obama is really the president, Biden's just kind of there? Or do we want to do like a Bush-Cheney thing where Bush is kind of there and Cheney's really the president?
Where Cheney's the puppeteer, the puppet master?
Yeah, he's the puppet master.
I think that's something that we'll have to decide on the campaign trail. I think that once we get out there, once we start talking to the people, glad hand and shaking hands, telling people about the miracles of cereal, that's when the roles will develop.
You know, I feel more optimistic leading with Campbell.
You think so?
On the ticket? Yeah, rather than something that is so close to Taliban. I don't think Trump's America is ready for President Taliban.
They're not. That's an easy political point there for the opponent to make. It's like,
I mean, if we're going to try to go up against Trump when he's going into his second term, when he's up for re-election, we need to go in strong.
Can you just see the campaign commercials? Doom. You might want to vote for Campbell Taliban, but have you noticed that Taliban's last name, if you rearrange the letters, spells out Taliban? And then it shows a picture of you in inverted colors, red eyes. What's he trying to hide?
He was one time stopped for additional screening.
Boom. Some say he even lived in Europe for a short time. What was he doing in there?
He doesn't like honeycomb, and he calls himself an American.
Boom.
Vote Trump. Oh, who would be a good vice? I don't even know who his vice president is. That's how interested I am.
Yeah, Mike Pence. Who would be a good running mate for Donald Trump in 2020?
Who was the woman that won The Apprentice that everyone liked?
Omarosa?
Yeah.
Trump Omarosa.
I think Trump Omarosa is a good ticket right there.
That's a good ticket. That's a decent ticket. I feel like that there needs to be like some kind of cartoon character that he'd want to run with. Something like an Elmer Fudd or like
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam. It's
that would be...
Donald Trump Yosemite Sam 2020.
That is a winning ticket.
That's a winning ticket. Boom. Vote Trump Yosemite Sam 2020.
And then all of his campaign advertising, it's half done because it's on all the semi mud flaps.
It's true.
Oh, God, I love Doritos.
I haven't had Doritos in so long.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I had Doritos.
Oh, man. We buy them on the reg.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you if I had a Cool Ranch Dorito right now, my brain would explode, like with all the flavors.
Yeah, you can't handle it because you're eating all this natural stuff, like your pressed juices and your kale pizzas.
And my local peanut butter and honey.
Yeah. Yeah, your bicycle churned almond butter. And I mean, if you went to Taco Bell, it'd be like getting hit in the face with a frying pan.
Yeah, it's like, what happened to Nick? I heard he was in a gutter. Yeah, he had a chalupa last night, and he just couldn't take it. Just ended up partying all night, and just ended up in a ditch.
He came over asking for a Doritos Tacos Loco, and I was like, "Get away from me, bum!" He's like, "Oh my God, it's Nick! Nick, what have you done to yourself?
You've lost all your teeth. They've all run away from all the cinnamon twists I've had."
Oh, cinnamon twists. How I love you.
You fake churros.
No, it's okay. It's wheat bread. It's like, but Paul, it's still like a sponge. Yeah, but it's wheat. No. It's white wheat. That's my favorite one. Have you seen those?
Yeah, white wheat's not a thing. Come on, guys. White wheat is not a thing.
I have a loaf of white wheat right now.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of bologna, some Kraft singles.
When Jillian and I, whenever we have bread, we either buy it from the very small bread producer, bread maker guy that is set up in our market, or we make our own bread. That's the only bread we eat.
You couldn't have sounded more LA if you tried. Do you have to pay her in like bits or coins?
We pay her in
pence?
juice. It's in juice. Juice is the currency here in Los Angeles.
That's true. Do you have a juice, bro? Like, what's up, man? You don't have a juicer? Is that a cold press juicer? Come on, man.
We've actually thought about getting a juicer. But,
I'm surprised you don't have it. We tried, and they were like, "This is terrible," and we didn't, and we decided not to keep it. It was like, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good for us, and blah blah blah. And it was like 20 minutes to make a 4-ounce juice that tasted like the surface of a standing water stream. And we're like, oh my God, let's just go back to Sunny Delight.
And don't forget about the Jason Mantzoukas episode. I mean, that's coming up too.
I just don't. He still hasn't confirmed which studio he's going to join us in.
Yeah, we might have to meet him at his super secret studio in Kansas.
Yeah, in the middle of the in the middle of the Google map when you don't put a zip code, it's like bonk, middle of Kansas.
He's got a secret bunker studio where he records podcasts. That's where he wants us to go, I think.
Well, now I feel silly because I think he lives in Los Angeles, so one would assume he'd be in our LA studio.
Yeah, that's the upsetting part, is that he's making me buy a plane ticket to Kansas so that I can go to a super secret bunker studio.
And you'll be on the same plane, and he'll be in first class, and you'll be like, "Hey, Jason, it's good to see you. We're going to be doing the show." And he's like, "Excuse me, jerk."
Have we met?
Because you have to go into the back near the bathroom. And then he's like totally different and cool, but he's like, hey, good to see you again, buddy. How was the flight? Oh, really? We were on the same plane?
That's so weird.
Oh my gosh. We also have operatives in some foreign countries who are doing some reconnaissance for us. So we definitely, we're brimming with fan mail. But if you want to send us something about different international serials, we are definitely going to start doing some international episodes about popular serials in different countries. So we're also going to work on that too.
It is the Olympics after all.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to... Boom, 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 boom. I almost went Darth Vader. It was like I was on a real fine line. But yeah, in the spirit of the Olympics, we're going to do our international episode like 3 months after the Olympics are over. So we're excited about that. By the time you're like, the Olympics were this year? What are they talking about? Those were the days, weren't they?
So long ago that we were talking about the Olympics and Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh boy, and luckily all our dreams came true. We did that Olympic episode, and Jason Mantzoukas was a part of it.
Oh man, it's too bad that they'll never see the light of day.
I mean, you'd think we realized how to use the record button after doing 21 episodes.
But it's because Jason Mantzoukas is so funny, and I forget every time to click on the record button. It's just I forget every time. I'm laughing too hard. I'm peeing my pants. Is the problem?
Well, then on top of that, we thought it was recorded on that tape, and then the intern left the tape in a can.
Oh, the interns, the Super Serial Podcast interns, bless their hearts, they're not the best. They're not the best.
They're busy eating that mini Chips Ahoy with milk on it, which we respect.
We do respect that. We respect that. We respect the cereal game there.
I respect the go get 'em attitude that they have, but they're just so careless when it comes to taxi cabs.
When it comes to taxi cabs and our tapes.
So if you are Jason Mantzoukas or anybody else, you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, in which somebody tweeted at Kashi Cereal and got a reply.
I did get a reply. We are also on Tumblr.
And the Tumblr's looking good. And let's see what else is going on. We're starting on season 2.
Yeah, season 2 starts next week. And you can now is a good time for you to subscribe to us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Play Music. We're probably on Overcast too. Also, if you want to get in contact with us, you can also send an email to us at superserialpodcast@gmail.com. That's
right. And
okay, so Paul, we really have to stop now. So,
okay, I'm terrible at this part. This is Paul,
and this is Nick,
and this has been Cereal.
Cereal.